Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Groomy5651 here, bringing you another Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket-Powered Battle Cars gameplay, or car soccer, as you could also call it. But a couple things. Number one, really quickly to explain how this game works. Basically, I'm not allowed to cross over to their side of half court. They're allowed to cross over to my side, and I still have to beat them on a 1-on-3 match. So anyway, now that that's explained, the most important thing though is that I am narrating this commentary on July 23rd, actually, because I got back from the beach last night, which I'll talk about what I did last night, because I did something pretty cool, but I'll explain that next week. But as for this week, now I have the chance, since I have a little bit more time, to explain everything that happened down at the beach. So, okay, so to start off, I left Saturday morning about 11:30, actually closer to 12 actually, and the family that I went with, the Roberts, John, who you would know from the Fake Fight Part 2, but we actually went in separate cars because we had so much packed that his mom and himself went, and then his dad and me went after they went, probably about an hour after they went, because we had to finish up packing some things. So after we got on the road, it was actually probably about a 3-hour car drive. It was a really long drive down to Bethany. For those of you who don't know or who don't live in Delaware, basically the beaches go, you have Rehoboth is the first one, so it's quickest to get to, but then, like, right attached to that is Dewey. And then, once you go down, unless I'm missing one, which I probably am. Anyway, once you go past Dewey, there's like a whole nother stretch of land, and then you finally get to Bethany. So once we got there, the first thing we did is we got some lunch. I don't know if I should get into that many details, but anyway, so we got some lunch and we went back to the room and unpacked everything. I know that I said, I think last week, that they rented a house or something. They actually rented out a condo for the week at this place called the Sea Colony in Bethany Beach, and it was actually really cool. My room was pretty cool, but the one thing I should mention about my room is that it was the only room with a VCR. Now, usually, VCRs aren't, no one uses them anymore for the most part. Everyone uses DVDs, but I'll get to that in a second. So, after that, we decided to just head down to the beach. It was kind of nighttime, actually. Well, it was about 5 o'clock. So we decided before we got some dinner, we would hit the ocean. It was actually the day that that night when we went down to the ocean was one of the warmest nights out of even most of the days for some strange reason. So anyway, we had some dinner and I just kind of sat on my computer for a little bit and hung out. But all the rooms besides for mine had DVD players. Well, mine had a DVD player too, but mine also had a VCR. And I looked in my closet, and it turned out there were about 25 movies, I'd say. And all those movies were either a Disney classic or they were Star Wars. Now, the only Star Wars I've seen is the first one, I think, which was back in like 5th grade. So really, I'm not up to speed on any kind of Star Wars thing. But, well, we didn't end up watching that, but what we decided to do was that we were going to watch a Disney movie each night, just kind of for whatever. That never happened. We only watched one the first night. We actually ended up watching Toy Story that night. So basically, it sums up my day: a long car drive, got in the ocean for a little bit, and watched Toy Story. So that's kind of the main points of the first day that we got there, which was Saturday, the 16th of July. So, moving on to the next day, really, the course of the week, there were a couple of big things that we did, but for the most part, we kind of went back and forth from the ocean to the pool because we got in the ocean that morning and it was absolutely freezing. Um, I don't know how cold it is, but I would say right around 60 degrees, but which is just pretty cold. But we did get used to it. That wasn't the coldest day, but it was still pretty cold. So after that, we kind of went back and forth from the pool. The pool was really hot. The pool was probably like 90, 91, something like that. It was crazy hot. So we kind of went back and forth from cold to hot, cold to hot, cold to hot, and kind of just did that. But so after we did that, we got some lunch, and we kind of mainly hung out that day. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it wasn't. Man, I'm kind of losing my train of thought. But anyway, so we kind of just hung out that day, and really what I want to do. I mean, I'm not going to bore you guys by telling you guys every day. You know, we went down to the pool and went to the ocean, and everything like that. So I'm just going to move on a little bit to Monday, which actually is the next day. But anyway, so Monday was a big day. We kind of hung out at the. No, it was Tuesday we did. Okay. Alright, I'm sorry. Now I got everything together. So Monday was the same as Sunday. We didn't do much. And once we hit Tuesday, it started to get a lot, I don't know, get a lot cooler. We just started doing a lot more. So Tuesday, we hung out for most of the day. Then we went to see the latest and last Harry Potter movie. And I have not seen a Harry Potter movie since the fourth one, which I believe was the Goblet of Fire, but I haven't seen the fifth, sixth, or either part of the seventh. And after seeing the second part of the seventh, I was actually amazed on how good it was. So that's, I don't know. It was pretty cool. There was a lot of action type stuff. I mean, yeah, it's about wizardry and things like that, but it was actually still pretty cool. So I would recommend seeing it, even if you haven't seen any of the Harry Potters. It's still kind of worth it just for other things. So moving on to Wednesday now, and I'm kind of moving along this week fast. Oh, I kind of actually skipped a big thing. So let's backtrack to, I don't know, I don't think I'm going to be able to fit everything in this video, but so let's backtrack to Monday. On Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, me and my friend John, we went to the arcade at Bethany. Now, this arcade, according to him, was terrible, but he was actually only talking about one side, which has a bunch of the old games. Now, on the other side, there's like Guitar Hero and helicopter games and like Tokyo Drift and Fast and Furious and things like that. But there was this one game where I can't seem to remember what it's called, but it was like a machine that was like the size of a small claw machine, or not a small, like a claw machine, not a big one, but a medium-sized one. And you put in a quarter, then you would hit a button which would drop a ball from the top of that machine, and it would bounce around. And there were a bunch of these different like holes, and if you got it in the hole that had a 1 on it, it would give you 1 ticket. If you hit the jackpot, you got the jackpot. If you got the one that said 50, you get 50, so on and so forth. So I go there the first night, and the jackpot was set at 285 tickets. And I actually ended up hitting the jackpot, which was actually really cool. We were playing a bunch of games. We did okay. We got a couple of 50s, but I actually ended up hitting the jackpot on that game. I actually scored my only goal here. I don't even know how I did that. But, yeah, so I scored my first goal. Yeah. Wrong thing. Kind kind of all messed up today. I'm really tired. So anyway, I won the jackpot on that game, 285, and we walked out of there that night with 1,130 tickets, which I thought was absolutely amazing, seeing as how we each started the night with only 20 bucks, which I know was a lot, but yeah, it just is a lot. So I just want to catch up to Wednesday, where I'll talk about Rehoboth later. But anyway, I went to the arcade Tuesday as well, and I hit the jackpot again. This time for 405 tickets. It was on a different machine, same game, but a different actual machine of it. They have two in the arcade. And I actually ended up hitting the jackpot again, and we left that night with a total at Bethany of 2,721 tickets, which is absolutely amazing. And that's what we're going to use to get our prizes, because that's the last time that we ended up going to the Bethany Arcade because of other things happening. So guys, I'm going to finish up with my beach story next video. This video is about 30 seconds away from being over, so thank you guys for watching and listening to me. I'll be back next week to finish off my beach story. Make sure to subscribe, like, favorite, and comment. And I wasn't able to make a beach vlog, so I am sorry about that, but I am going to try and explain it as best I can, as I basically did. So guys, that's going to do it. Grimmy5651 here, and I will see you guys later.